Thank you, Rainier. Yeah, I broke 5K, let's see, 2 or 3 days ago. So pretty big accomplishment, but there's always more to be done. Always. No rest for the wicked. Sorry, I'm just finishing some things. Yonex V-Core Dual G. What the heck is that? That's an old Yonex frame. I got a huge influx of rackets over the past 3 business days, actually. So I've had a backlog. No, there's always a backlog, but a backlog of tennis rackets to be done before tomorrow. And I know I didn't string for you guys on Thursday because of a lot of things, actually. So I thought I'd make it up to you guys with this one. Is everybody doing okay today? How rude of me not to ask. I'm most definitely not a Ravenclaw. Rainier Tennis. What's up, Jay? Ming Dadey, what do you mean by doing it all? Because I'll put it this way. There's a reason I'm drinking like straight brandy tonight. On top of beer as a chaser. What's up, eggs? Man. Comp 5. There we go. That seems to be right. My goodness. I don't think I've ever live streamed on a Saturday. Have I, guys? I gotta find ISO speed baseline control. Yeah, there's a lot of lead tape on this frame. Not a lot, but a good amount on the side. Speaking of which, I need to start customizing my racket because the Head Radical Pro, it's actually very light for me. So I'm gonna add some more weight to it to get some oomph behind that ball. It'd be nice if I plug this electric tensioner into a socket. Jesus. Pretty useless. Yeah. Surprise live stream. 3 hours yesterday, Brock. Was it good? Melvin, I string $10 per racket if they supply the strings. If I have to supply the strings, it obviously depends on what string they want. But my service is just $10 a racket. Plus tip. So if you guys want to tip me, more than happy to. Much appreciated, but definitely not necessary. Do you guys want to know a little bit of a secret for me possibly qualifying for nationals? I don't mind talking to you guys right now because I'm a little bit buzzed. Raymond, I'm glad, man. Raymond, can I ask what inspired you to buy a stringer and learn how to string? Not gonna bribe anybody. Yeah, that's why I only charge 10, because obviously, like, you know, I have a stringer in this second bedroom, which is, you know, what you guys are seeing. This is my second bedroom, my condo. It's, you know, I kind of just do it at my own time and my own pace. So, you know, why would I charge $20 a string job? I could just charge 10, have a few beers, and watch some YouTube, or, you know, more importantly and more satisfyingly, hang out with strangers on the internet that I've never met before, right? Apparently you guys find it relaxing enough. SoCal Tennis Boy, the match with Drew, that was a while ago. That was actually like early February or late January. I just haven't had time to edit the match. So that was before I switched to the head frame. So I still have the head frame. OnlyFans? I don't have OnlyFans. I never will have OnlyFans. I don't think I'm that desperate for subs. Jay, you're gonna try Solenko Tour Bite 18 gauge. Okay, well, kiss your elbow and wrist and forearm goodbye. But string at the lowest range of whatever your racket is recommending. Dude, Hewitt, Daniel Hewitt, got a Bierdo? Dude, is your coach like a multi-millionaire? Yeah, Rainier Tennis. It's called an upcharge. Megamind, I did win my tennis tournament. I did win my UTR tennis tournament. Thank you for asking. It was a pretty good showing. I could have done some things better, but I did end up winning it. Louis C. So I've heard of Ignis. You know, they make relatively generic tennis equipment, but the issue is, and this is from a friend of mine who coaches basically full time, but the Ignis guy, he's not very friendly and not customer service oriented. I believe he's a guy in California that doesn't speak English very well. So you're kind of SOL unless you have some sort of warranty. Well, first of all, I would check with an independent like tension measurer to see, you know, what's up with it. Because it could be user error. I'm not saying you're a bad stringer, Louis C. But just, you know, get like some sort of tension checker to make sure that you truly think it is off as kind of like proof. And then I guess call the guy and just like kind of be an asshole. But, you know, you got to kind of be an asshole nowadays to, you know, kind of get what you want, especially if it's an expensive thing such as an electric Ignis tennis stringer. Because that probably costs you, what, just under $1,000, maybe a little bit more. I really hate this shared hole bullshit. Tennis rackets, just lazy engineering on the racket designers. So yeah, nice little setup. Hope you guys like the glasses. It's a little different look. Yeah, that sounds like the owner of Ignis. Go on Tennis Warehouse right now or some sort of online retailer and check search for this Gamma Turner stringer. I mean, it's not very accurate. I really don't like it at all. But, oh, sorry, it's called the string meter. So it's actually, looks like this. It does the job, kind of, but it's not very accurate. So, yeah. My racket screen is frozen again. Jesus Christ, this thing's freaking horrible. Sorry about that. I thought that would solve the problem. Guess not. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Running into technical difficulties as always. Which shouldn't happen. Yeah, I saw that on I think the recent Q&A. So I gotta fix that somehow. I just haven't had time to figure it out yet. I'm talking about the main deity. Main deity, you're talking about the reflection on the strings there. It's a little better. Good. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. The glasses are like literally just for blue light protection because I'm a software engineer, so I'm on the computer all day on top of YouTube and being a video gamer. So this is like actually like legitimately this is just for looks and for reflection. I do wear contacts underneath this. I can't. Do any of you guys wear like actual prescription eyeglasses when playing tennis? Because that to me is like that shit's like bananas to me. I don't get that. It's so weird to me. Let's see. What's up, David Lou? Raymond Daron, you're asking about how I maintain tension on knots. Just add 10%. I've heard of people adding 10% on their knot, but I personally just like to tie it like super well and have the clamp be as close as possible to the edge of the racket before I pull tension. Yeah, that's what I would do. Just because I don't want to add an extra 10%. It's going to lose tension on the side. It'll even out eventually. But, there we go, just like that. It does the job. Yeah. You throw sunglasses, but you snap them in a match. Did you like knock your face in with a tennis racket? Daniel Hewitt. FaZe 31887. How do you do it though? Like the peripherals are just completely off for me, which I rely on a lot. I don't get it. Props to you guys, but I cannot do that at all. I tried doing it like one time, even just like as a tennis teacher, and like I was whiffing feeds left and right. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I just got a nice little email. Let's see. SoCal, I do live in Wisconsin. The tennis scene it's small, but it's good. That's why to be honest, that's kind of why I found some success on YouTube so far. Hopefully more success to come. So it's good. It's very good. 1, 2, 3. Oops. But even though Wisconsin's good, it's not going to be nearly as prominent as California, obviously where you're from, based on your name, and definitely not like Atlanta. I forgot the string pattern. I wrote it down actually. I share 7 and 8. God, I hate shared holes, man. Freaking horrible. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There we go. Did it right for once. Is Atlanta like super high on hate crime right now, given the current situation? Kodizme, I want you to beat me. Again, I'm gonna try and prevent that as much as possible, but I want you to try and beat me. Challenge accepted. To be honest too, so the email that I just checked when I said it was good news, it's I'm actually playing a subscriber who lives about 45 minutes away from me, so I'll be playing him sometime this coming week. So be on the lookout for that. But I also have some other good news that I'll share with you in a bit. Just want to be too distracted right now. No! Damn it. I've never played Minnesota. Apparently Minnesota has a good scene there too. They actually have a good amount of, they have some 5-0 leagues, I believe. Unfortunately with Wisconsin, it tops out at 4-5. So there's actually no 5-0 leagues. So it's kind of capped. So, I mean, technically speaking, for 18 and over, for adult tennis, I'm like legitimately rated top dog, which is nice. Hashtag humble brag. Ming Dady, if you don't mind me asking, what school did he go to? Because D1 has a huge range. I know like some D1 colleges for their men's team in tennis, they couldn't even fill a number 6 spot because they didn't have enough people playing tennis. And then there's obviously stuff like Virginia, USC, and these schools that crank out like ATP level players. Oh, Stanford. Are you talking about Tom Fawcett? No, he's probably older than you because I think he's on tour now. But yeah, those guys are freaking nuts, Ming Dady. I personally have not experienced any type of hate crime in Wisconsin, and I've never heard of any of my other Asian friends experience hate crime in Wisconsin. So it's fairly, I guess, safe for me. So yeah, it's fine here, I guess. But obviously, any type of hate crime or crime is, specifically when it comes to race, it's obviously freaking horrible. So I hope those people that committed those crimes get tried and brought to justice. What's up, Ian? Ladies and gentlemen, the great Ian Westerman has graced us with his presence. Well, yeah, I mean, Dady, people in Wisconsin are just way too hopped up on cheese curds, beers, and the Green Bay Packers to do any type of stupid stuff, right? Yeah, thanks, Ian. Recently hit 5K subs, and in all honesty, I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for not only giving me exposure at Essential Tennis, but also thank you for being my mentor for this whole YouTube journey. More to come, my friend, more to come. Also, guys, no questioning about most exhausting player, aka green shirt guy, aka Ben, with Ian, please. It's gonna have to wait. You guys will just have to wait. It's a little bit like Canada, Megamind. A little bit like Canada. But more beer, less maple syrup, but it's similar to Canada. Megamind, yes, I was about 3K subs about a month ago. That is correct. Yeah, guys, I don't think you understand like the operation that Essential Tennis has, because obviously any type of video that Essential Tennis puts out, there's so much work in the background. I'm talking about the recording, the scripting, the scheduling of the court time, the scheduling of other people like me, Scott, or Coach Eric, and other guest players, and also the editing is like the biggest part, because Ian has a top-notch editing team that literally is Hollywood quality, and they have to constantly push out Hollywood quality edits. I mean, if you really think about it, Essential Tennis pushes out diamond content every single frickin' time. 100% effort. 100% effort, and they strive for perfection every single time. Louis C, so you're asking about any kind of breakthroughs for racket head speed on ground strokes. To be honest, for me, it's the outside leg. And I'll use this screen, for example. So like, I'm a righty, right? So I got more racket head speed on my forehand. My forehand's not perfect quite yet, but a lot more racket head speed by doing like a semi-open stance, loading up on this outside leg, this right leg for me, and just whipping it through the air. That's what I've noticed, like semi-open stance almost all the time now on ground strokes. Bowsmaster, so the match with Drew, that was like literally late January, early February. So that was before I used the Head Radical Pro. So that was when I was still using the Onyx. Lucy, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, again, it's, you know, all props to Ian and his editing team that work really hard behind the scenes to be able to push out content like that. And to be honest, like, I think one of the many reasons that a lot of people like watching those matches on Essential Tennis is because we're not professional tennis players. We're basically weekend warriors that just love to play tennis. So we're not training 10, 12 hours a day. We're normal human beings, just like, you know, just like you guys. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, there's quote unquote normal human beings. There's normal human beings on the ATP tour, but like if you take a look at Nadal, Federer, they are not normal human beings. Like, they are absolute machines. Yes, they have anxiety, they have family issues, they have, you know, other stuff going on, but they are gifted by the gods for the athleticism, and they train their asses off for it. My hot sauce review channel, I need more time, dude. I love me some hot sauce. I love hot wings. I love fast food, as basically everybody on this earth knows. But yeah, it's when I quit my full-time job, I'll be producing music, and when I produce music, hopefully Ian will use my music as background or like intro music. I got to talk with that. Talk to Essential Tennis and with him later about it, but you know, I want to make a gaming channel, and I want to travel not only the US but the world and just sightsee, vlog style, and also play tennis with the subscribers that are, you know, part of Essential Tennis and part of my following on YouTube. That's definitely a dream, isn't it? Oh yeah, Ian has built an amazing community. No doubt. Like, without Ian, I definitely would not be where I am today. So everything, like, there's so much I have to attribute, not just Ian, but also Essential Tennis for, given my success with 5K subs so far. Yeah, I'll be composing, composing music? Yeah, I guess you could say composing music. Yeah, I'll be a record producer. Hopefully very soon. Codizme, I do want to play you. Just, you gotta have the logistics down, right? Pulling the crosses? There's no notches. No matsuda. Mainly because this is a round, this ISO speed baseline control, so it's round. So notching really isn't a problem. Yo, rubber bands are so good compared to like regular dampeners, but it's just such a pain to like put on and take off. Toronto, Matt Powell. So I actually am a Canadian citizen, right? So I do, before this whole COVID thing, I was in Toronto like once every 2 years. So I have family in downtown in Toronto, downtown proper, and also Mississauga. So I'll let everybody on this channel know next time obviously, I can't travel too much because of everything that's going on right now. But I'll let everybody know next time I travel outside of Wisconsin. When stringing, JJ, you're asking about which go through tie-off knots. You just kind of you start to see patterns. You start to see how wide certain grommets are. So if a grommet is like super wide, that's typically like a tie-off grommet. But if you guys have any questions on racket like patterns and which is a tie-off, just Google the documentation. They're pretty good with it. Ottawa, huh? What part of Canada is Ottawa in? Because I only know Toronto, Mississauga, and Montreal. I don't know too much about Ottawa. You like the commentary, Ian? All right. Yeah, we'll see how the commentary goes. It's good stuff. I definitely enjoy commentating. Okay. Oh, Brock, so you're asking about your tournament on Tuesday. I'm assuming it's singles. Just don't, actually, I know this kind of sounds weird, but don't work out Monday night. I would actually don't even work out the next few days. I would just play tennis with no pressure. Like do like 4 on, 4 off, do ground stroke games, something fun, something to just get in a rhythm. The next few days with someone of your caliber, maybe someone slightly stronger. Because the last thing you want to do is put too much pressure on yourself before an important tournament such as a district tournament. That's my opinion. I've never commentated with Matt, so that'll be interesting. I'd love to though. Carb load with Taco Bell? Yeah, no water. Just straight soda and vodka. Vodka if you're over the age of 21. Just straight up chalupas and just soda. Not even diet, just the straight up, just Mountain Dew, Baja Blast. Because you're gonna burn off anyway, right? Man, I messed up this knot. There we go. Yeah, SoCal, I do train, so like, so I've actually, with this whole pandemic, I've actually gained about 15 pounds. And I know that might sound bad, but 10 of those pounds was actually pure muscle, which is good. So, obviously I gained a little bit of fat, which is perfectly fine, given the current situation. So what I typically do in late March and most of April is I do lightweight, high reps weightlifting, because, obviously I want to keep my strength. But I actually do a lot of cardio, and I trim. I do a slight calorie deficit just to trim down and be in a better tennis single shape. 1 down. Theoretically, 3 to go. It's gonna be a long stream, guys. A level 6 tournament, and then 4-5 NTRP and 5-0 NTRP are 2 different things, Ethanito. They're 2 different things. I don't think there's like an actual translation. I actually have, let's see. This is not a flex, like this is like, I have 3, either 2 or 3 hair designers that want to do my hair next. But obviously I got to let it, grow out a little bit. Is Trice in the channel? Is Trice here? What's up, Trice? How have you been, my friend? It's been a while. Hope everything's good down in Illinois with you. Did you teach today, Michael Trice? Everybody say hi to Michael Trice. He's the one that kicked my ass. He's the one that I almost took a set off him with the bwah, bwah. The power of bwah. Ooh, Ian, I didn't even know that. All right. Apparently I'm playing doubles, and it's gonna be Ira, me, Scott, and the Ian Westerman sometime in the near future. What counts as cardio training? Let's see. Kodizme. I run. I have a route next to my condo and ironically, I passed a Taco Bell twice on my route. I run 2 miles almost every single day. Almost every single day. Bharat, congrats on moving up to varsity. Just be yourself, man. Have some fun. Just think of JV as think of varsity as a slightly better version of JV. They're humans too. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just go out there, have fun, and take it seriously, but not too seriously. Don't even try to impress your coach. Just go out there and kick some ass, my man. ISO speed, baseline control. Oh yeah. So, Lucy. So, first of all, I feel very, very sorry for everybody that got on the ISO speed baseline control late, because it's such a good string. Because I seriously think about 4 days after I released the ISO speed baseline control review video on my channel, Tennis Warehouse just sold out, and they were in the back, they were out of stock for the next month and a half. So, and apparently there is that ship, and I is it in Suarez? So just so yeah, I don't know if your reel of ISO speed baseline control is stuck there, but it might be. Yeah. Why do I like running over jump rope? Because jump rope is boring. At least if I run, there's a chance I might see a dog or a deer or something. So yeah, it really, I enjoy running better than jump rope. Jump rope is still good. Obviously, jump rope, you don't need to be outside. You could be on the side of a tennis court. That's not a problem at all. Diadem strings. Oh, the massage gun. I bought it too. Yeah, apparently it's fake. It's I kind of feel bad, but I'll follow up with Amazon on that, because I'm actually going to hold Amazon accountable for that mishap, because they should not have let that buyer be legitimate on Amazon. Bowsmaster, so how I met Ian was, well, I actually heard of, I first heard of Essential Tennis because when I switched to a one-hander in college, I was trying to Google Federer forehand, Federer backhand, and when I Googled Federer forehand, backhand slow motion on YouTube way back in 2000, might be 2010 or 2011, so I wasn't a freshman in college, but 2 channels showed up. One is Fuzzy Yellow Tennis Balls or something like that, which I don't think he's that active anymore. The other one is Essential Tennis. And I didn't make the connection until I was stringing Ian's tennis rackets at a local club that Essential Tennis video, that Essential Tennis YouTube channel was literally in the Milwaukee area. And I was stringing his and his staff's tennis racket. So I got his number because when you're filling out, at the club I work at, if you fill out I want the string done, here's my number. I got his number, and I actually called him, and this is probably not kosher, but I don't care anymore. I called him hey dude, if you want something cheaper and better, for stringing, I live 15 minutes away from you, and I can make it a better quality and lower cost, and so that's how me and him got connected. Yeah, I don't know where fuzzy yellow went. Yeah, I wish him the best. You know, obviously, if you're, you know, try the YouTube thing, you find success, you don't, you sometimes move on. Simple as that. It's hard to see me as a coach. Thank you, I guess. Yeah. I did not stalk Ian. Dude, yeah, Aslan and Karastev just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, by the way, we just hit 69 concurrent viewers, so everybody type nice in the chat, please. Nice. Grunts can only be one syllable. Grunts can only be one syllable because it becomes very, very hard to grunt if it's Kamehameha! Because that's way too much. I'll be completely out of breath. Where did that thing go? Oh, there it is. Sometimes these knots fall out of place. What strings do I use? I typically use Solinco Hyper-G on my string, on my rackets. Solinco Hyper-G 16 at 55 pounds. Megamind, I literally just might do that, just to get some intensity for some of my students. So Ian, if I'm at the Essential Tennis Court and you hear me like telling my students to bueh after every single shot, please don't judge me. Well, ironically, Codisme, I used to be in finance. In my previous career, I'm a software developer now, so you nailed it right on the frickin' head. Oh, Sonego's grunts are horrible, man. No, Raymond, Darren, careful, man. I have mods, right? I have mods that are willing to ban people and mute people if you even mention those two words together. E-Zone review is still happening. I just have a huge backlog of stuff I need to do. So apologies for the delay. The Solinco Hyper-G soft review should be out by Monday. I'm finishing the script tonight and I am recording tomorrow and editing tomorrow. Tomorrow I actually only have 2 lessons, which is a blessing in disguise. Kolwatucky, I use the Head Radical Pro 2019 version right now. Dogs! I love dogs. So Polytour Pro is still my favorite performance string of all time. The only issue is, Matt Powell, is that it's freaking expensive. I've got a gift in psychology and character identifying. Do I? How'd you come to that conclusion, Kodisme? Dampener reviews. Here's the review for dampeners. The best dampener in the world is a rubber band on the middle mains. That's all I gotta say. I do not customize my rackets quite yet, but I definitely will. So I'll definitely make a video on that sometime in the near future. Oh, Dylan, glad I could inspire you. What did you switch to from the Bad Lot? If you don't mind me asking. Drew, I would say, is probably a high 5.0, given his current ranking. But it's hard because he just turned 18. So, you know, the NTRP rating system of, you know, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, stuff like that, that's definitely like reserved for adults. But I would say he's a high 5.0. So yeah, he played very well in our match. I'm proud to see him grow up. And keep in mind, I'm not his main coach. I was his main coach for a little bit, but I got into software development on the side, self-learning, so that took a lot of my time. So I just became like a part-time coach and hitting partner for him. But obviously, you know, his coach, Todd, who's also a good friend of mine, his full-time coach has done a wonderful job. But I definitely need to have a rematch with Drew because I played Drew 3 times, and that was the only time he's actually ever beaten me on camera. So props to him for being clutch. But yes, I do want revenge. Absolutely want revenge. Phase 31887, I want to make it a little bit beefier, a little bit more head heavy, because it's just way too quick through the air right now for me, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, I want to add more oomph behind my shots. How do you get in for D1 tennis? Just train your ass off OG Anuno 3. I only charge $10, Matt Powell, $10 US for the service of stringing a racket. Well, yeah, that's why, like, Trev J, like, you know, that's a good point. And I'm glad, you know, Diadem is, you know, kind of like a up-and-coming racket and string manufacturer. But that's why I will never accept any type of deal or sponsorship from any tennis string or tennis manufacturer because I want to be as unbiased as possible. Michael Trice, tournament went well. It wasn't as high level as I thought, but I ended up winning the whole thing. I only dropped, I think, 3 games over the course of 3 matches. So I'm looking, I might need to call you up to Wisconsin and play a match on my channel because I kind of want revenge against you. Because I'll know if I qualify for nationals in the next, I think, 24 to 48 hours. And you guys will definitely hear about it either way. So if I do get into that, I need to play against tougher players such as Michael Trice. Big fish. How do you know I'm big fish? Yeah. Well, I mean, $25, John is obviously, you know, because of, you know, the cost of living. But I think $10 in Wisconsin for a racket stringing service, I think that's more than fair. What do you guys think? Is $10 more than fair for a professional racket service? Even if I'm streaming it, like, more than half the time? Radical pros are good, man. Mo Matza, I teach 1 hour a week at a small 4-court indoor tennis facility just north of Milwaukee called Paley Tennis Center. I only teach 1 hour a week because it doesn't pay that well, and to be honest, I'd rather do my own thing, like make YouTube videos, because I actually do hour per hour. I make more money editing and creating YouTube videos than actually teaching tennis. So YouTube and tennis are my passion, but I need to focus more on YouTube than actually teaching tennis nowadays. Oh yeah, if the IRS ever asks, I do all of this for free. I don't charge money. I just do this for free. Right, guys? Ben Wen, I would do the confidential on the main with ISO speed on the crosses, in my opinion. RPM Hurricane is not bad, but I like confidential a little bit better. Megamind, in my opinion, YouTube monetization is actually not that good. It's just that my YouTube videos are taking off more than expected. So yeah, it's I wish it could be better, but I guess my YouTube videos are doing better than I would ever expect, even 9 months in. So thank you guys. Thank you for enjoying my content and my asshole personality. Apparently it's entertaining enough, right? Would I ever consider being a D1 college coach? Yeah, I would. Obviously, I would need to have, like, you know, more money coming in because college coaches don't get paid that much, in my opinion, unless you're at a private university. It's just the way it works. But, you know, being a college coach, it would be a fun lifestyle for me. I would need to grow up a little bit, not gonna lie, because I don't want to party with my recruits. That'd be freaking weird. Yeah, I would do it. It just doesn't pay well, and I need a little bit more money, a lot more money than what they would typically offer. What's your experience, Ethan? My philosophy on buying used tennis rackets is the same as using used condoms. Don't do it. It's gross. I know that's probably a little bit more mature than an answer you're hoping for, but I would never buy used rackets. Ming Daddy, you probably don't want to be my tennis student. I have a big mouth. I'm fun, but I have a big mouth. I mess around a lot. I'm joking. I'd love to teach you, but I think you're in Cali, so it might be a little bit of a problem with weekly private lessons, if you know what I mean. Matt Wolfel, I did play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers for quite a bit. It was actually fun. I just didn't like the fact that Final Fantasy XIV, in my opinion, is a better video game than World of Warcraft in every single aspect except for one. Maybe two, because I actually don't PvP, but World of Warcraft PvP is actually decent, and Final Fantasy XIV PvP doesn't exist. But I hate how in Final Fantasy XIV that a regular dungeon group is composed of 4 people. So that's 1 tank, 1 healer, only 2 DPS. World of Warcraft, a regular dungeon group, that's 1 tank, 1 healer, 3 DPS. So I like the 5-person dynamic a lot more than a 4-person dynamic. Who are some players I'll be playing in the future? On my channel, I have a subscriber that's coming up from about 45 minutes away from South Central Wisconsin. So that's going to happen sometime on Saturday. I just got to figure out a time with that gentleman. That'll be fun. He's claiming he's a 5-0, so we'll see how that goes. It'll probably be at the Essential Tennis Court, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Ben Wynn, I will be... The plan is to be quitting my full-time job, my software development job, sometime this year and do YouTube full-time. So it's just a matter of when. It's always about the timing, isn't it? Always about the timing. Raymond Darren, Confidential versus Hyper-G. If you want more of a trampoline effect from a shape copolyester, go with the Confidential. If you want a stiff but dead feeling spin monster, do with the Hyper-G. These glasses are actually from Walby Parker. Walby Parker is where I got this from. I like it. I like it a lot. How does YouTube pay compared to my job right now? So YouTube with 5,000 subscribers and regular content plus streams, it doesn't even compare to being a programmer. So to be honest, it's not about the money. Obviously I need to make a living. I have a pretty good savings account that I can dig into if I really wanted to, but obviously I don't want to dig into my reserves. So it's just one of those things where, if I could make honestly, if I could make 20K my first year of full-time YouTube and then go up after that, I'd be more than happy to, because I'm so passionate about everything I'm doing with YouTube and starting my own thing. It'd be fantastic. What sponsorships would I consider, Matt DiMaggio? Truth be told, I could always say that sarcastic answer of KFC, Taco Bell, Popeyes, Church's Chicken, Chick-fil-A, blah, 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 blah. But in all honesty, I'll take any sponsor. I'll consider any sponsorship, not take any. I'll consider any sponsorship that has nothing to do with tennis strings, tennis shoes, or tennis rackets. So I can't accept anything from Diadem. I can't accept anything from Nike at this point, to be honest, because I'll be reviewing shoes shortly. I can't accept anything from Head, Yonex, stuff like that. Eggs Denny, you're asking me having a finance background, what's my philosophy? Okay, I'll make this one short. The only thing you could trust is yourself. So obviously when it comes to stock market, risk versus reward, there's always a formula. But at the end of the day, you have to be self-reliant. So that's why I want to start my own YouTube and do it full time, because the failure and success of my end goal of being a full-time YouTuber and quitting my traditional 9-to-5 job, if I do that, whether I fail or succeed, it's all on me. It's not about the market. It's not about my boss's decision. It's not about the CEO's decision. It's not about the HR's hiring practices. It's all on me, because I choose to do everything if I start my own YouTube full time, which is really owning your own company. This is for a client of mine, Suk. What's up, Charlie here? How you doing, my man? Good. To be honest, I think more Americans should really heavily consider self-employment, because it teaches you a lot of things about the world, a lot of things. So Ben Wynn, you have a comment about, if I do accept items from a highly known brand, we don't think you'll be biased about it. To be honest, I don't think I'll be biased about it either. But the fact that I'm taking something from like an industry I'm critiquing and criticizing and praising sometimes, I'll be more prone to bias. That's why I will not accept any type of sponsorships from those tennis racket, string, and equipment manufacturers. What's up, Matt? I haven't seen you in a while. Matt, where have you been? Are you still in the Milwaukee area? By the way, say hi to Matt Rock. He's in the channel. He's in the chat. He's a buddy of mine that I actually haven't seen in about 2 or 3 years. Hopefully everything's going well with you, man. If Bablot bought Taco Bell and then tried to sponsor me, then I would literally like start reviewing like pickleball stuff, because that's a huge conflict of interest. Matt, are you seriously in Potawatomi right now? And by the way, Potawatomi is a casino in Milwaukee. Are you really in Potawatomi right now? Jesus Christ, man. No, seriously, when my knees give out, I will pick up pickleball, or at least some other sport. How else do you think I'm gonna stay in decent shape for being an older gentleman? I'd be fat as hell right now if it wasn't for tennis. Matt, so you brought home 8K from Potawatomi. You want to donate some to this channel? That'd be great. Oh shit! Is a Sunday night thing? Sunday night thing. Should I do Sunday night hangouts? Like just out of the memes for Nick Kyrgios? For a Sunday night? Quesalupa, yeah. Every time I eat the quesalupa, I literally see Ian Westerman's face in front of my eyes for like a split second. It's that good. Oh, oops. It's a vibe, huh? Is it a good vibe? You don't know anything about Sunday night? What's wrong with hanging out on a Sunday night? Bro, where's your fam? Where's your fam? You got nothing else to do better on a Sunday night. Yeah, Trev J, their rackets are made with love and whatever the material is to really mess up my forearm, man. Horrible. So you can donate to my beer drinking when you're free next. Matt. Guess what I'm doing now. You think I ever string rackets sober? I know that sounds horrible. Do as I say, not as I do. Just like, why would I ever drink sober? Doesn't make sense. Or why would I ever string sober? Can't wait for my Sunday night hangout. Yeah, Marcelo, and I'm here to say, especially with my eZone 98 review that's coming out hopefully soon, I'm saying that marketing is bullshit, that the eZone series is arm friendly. That's absolute bullshit. Rice King, I stopped using the eZone 98 because my arm and my elbow were getting absolutely messed up. About 4 months in. I'm pissed about that. Absolutely triggered by it. Ben Wynn, I don't know how much you should carry after demoing, but I personally carry 4. 3 of them being the actual rackets I use for competition, and 1 of them being a playtest racket, obviously. Shout out for Head for making arm-friendly rackets. Well, shout out for Head for having a funny name. If I ever make a racket company, because you know my string company is going to be called Clapper of Cheeks, right? Clapper of Cheeks rough, Clapper of Cheeks soft. I'm going to make a racket company literally called Rim Job and just compete with Head. Rim Job Pro, Rim Job Light. Yeah, sorry, I never said this is a family-friendly stream. I kind of speak my mind. Nice, smooth, nice. Rice King, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna get any better in my opinion. I like the Radical Pro, so the Head Radical Pro. So I would say just demo from a local shop or even an online retailer and see what fits you the best, my friend. Yeah, I would say that from what I've heard, FaZe, I do agree with that sentiment. Yeah, the eZone 98DR is one of the best rackets ever made. Xeni, I do not do individual. I used to do stocks up until I needed to put money down for, it was my PC actually. So I had to pull out of the stock market. So I'm not in the stock market anymore. The string maintenance on the ISO-speed baseline control is slightly better than a Backlog RPM blast, which, to be honest, isn't saying much, but you know, obviously it's a damn fine string in my opinion. I have no opinions, Huyo, on the Backlog Pure Strike 100 3rd generation. I've never played with the 100 Backlog Pure Strike. I've not tried the Adidas Barricade rackets. Cult Tennis did a really good job on breaking it down. So, yeah. Oh man, ISO speed baseline control is still, ISO speed baseline altogether out. Did I really have that much of an impact on the string market? Jesus. I'm glad I bought 3 reels about 4 months ago. Close those butts up. Fine. Ha-hee! Ha-hee! Sound like Francesca Schiavone, man. It's literally out. It's not out in. It's not in out. The ISO speed polyester line, baseline line, is out. You know what I should have done? I should have bought 50 reels of ISO speed baseline control. Like 50, like as much as I could freaking buy. Like, you know, cash out my retirement fund, just buy ISO speed baseline control and just start selling it for like twice as much. And just really screw everybody over. Manipulation. Oh, ISO speed is 6.9K? Nice. I didn't know that. Nice. So this Yonex V-Core Dual G97 is one of the worst rackets to ever string because it has the funkiest, not necessarily string pattern because I think it's 16 by 20, but because of the shared hold pattern, it's so messed up. I'll probably mess this up somehow. We'll find out. I use a gamma progression too, and I took out the crank and I put the Weiss tensioner on. So yeah, that's what I use, Ash Gimler. Gail, at least have 2, possibly 3, depending on how much you take tennis seriously. That's my opinion. Obviously, it depends on your budget, right? ISO speed is 188 online. Man, they're trying to gouge you. Don't buy 188 bucks. It's $40 a reel, tops. I'm thinking about it. Abby, you know, you're asking about giveaways in the near future. I'm thinking about it. Would you guys be okay if I did a giveaway with like strands of my hair? Because that's easy to be me. Hoyo, thank you. I'm glad you got it. Hopefully it was easy to install. It only took me about 30 minutes. Yeah, shared holes, David Lewis. Frickin' sucks. Frickin' sucks. Absolutely horrible. A lot of booze. God damn it. Give away my old rackets. I'm actually having Christian Doctor play me in a singles match for 4 of my the E zones that are giving me arm problems. So that should be there in the near future. There's a target on my back, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I haven't tried the Super Smash Orange yet, Kevin Lynn. Not yet, obviously. If I come across it, I'll take a look. So I'm gonna one-piece this because this is such a bitch to string. So it's gonna be 7 total, all right? Phase 31887. That's not a wrong way to think about things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually played Christian the same night I tested the VCore Pro 95, and he actually had, I think, 4 match points against me, but I ended up beating him 3-6, 6-4, and then we played a 10-point tiebreak in lieu of a third set. The 10-point tiebreak, I believe, was 14-12, and he had about 3 or 4 match points against me, and he was so heartbroken. Because he, like, apparently I'm his nemesis. I'm a lot of people's nemesis, so it's, love it. You can one-piece it. You can one-piece anything, Chairman. Let me show you, right now. 1, 2, 3. Why am I measuring that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then extra for slack. I typically hate one-piecing, but gotta do it for this piece of shit racket. I think you start at the top. Yeah, you start at the top. Watch me one-piece this. Challenge accepted, Chairman. Challenge accepted. I just wish I had more booze in my place. I only have light beer. Blech. AKA water. I might have to go to a bar later just to get my fix. Go. There we go. I just measure it by my arm length, just because I always have my arms. I don't always have some sort of ruler or measurer. Oh my God, did I really mess this up? So I don't know if it's exactly 40 feet, but it's close enough, right? David Liu, I don't know about Labatt Blue, man. I've had Labatt Blue. It's pretty watery. Also disgusting. Very disgusting. Oh, so people were asking like what sponsorships I would actually like heavily consider. Any type of beer or liquor I would actually most definitely consider. That'd be fantastic. Just have a Labatt Blue like hat every single time I play, or like a Tito's vodka T-shirt. They just drench in during practice. That'd be great, wouldn't it? What are the clamps for? Bruh, they hold the tension. What kind of question is that? Oh yeah. New Lacoste shoes. I saw it, right? Like it was originally priced like $190 and then Tennis Warehouse did their Tennis Warehouse thing and made it like $170, $175. Do you guys want me to review the Lacoste tennis shoe? Should I review the Lacoste tennis shoe and just be absolutely brutal with it? Grey Goose, 2007? Grey Goose? Dude, Grey Goose is not my favorite vodka. Tito's is so much better and cheaper. Grey Goose, in my opinion, Grey Goose is disgusting. It's actually worse than Popov vodka, in my opinion. And Popov vodka, Popov is like a squirt plastic jug kind of vodka. You know your vodka is shit if it comes out of a Walmart, Walgreens plastic jug. Man, it's fucking horrible. Grey Goose is disgusting. Oh yeah, Lacoste is making a racket. Or no, they made a racket. Forgot about that. Jeez. What does this world come to? Roger Federer shoe brand, that's called Go, right? That's a running shoe. Maybe. Dude, I was hanging out with a Polish friend of mine in college, and he had a jug of, I forgot what it was called, but it was potato vodka. And I was like borderline blacked out drunk, so I would have drank anything besides like gasoline at that point. I took a smell of the potato vodka he offered me, and I immediately just sobered up. It was that disgusting. Potato vodka is like the Olive Garden of hard liquor. Never. I don't understand how people enjoy that. Half gallon for 10 bucks. Yep, that sounds great. Yep, 10 bucks for a half gallon. That sounds like high quality stuff, guys. So is the Lacoste tennis racket, is that literally just a Technifiber with a repaint of a alligator? Peace out, X-Denny. Have a good one, man. Happy hitting. Peace out, Trev J. Have a good one, man. Oh, got caught up with that. There we go. Oh, I forgot to change this little icon. Sorry about that. How rude of me. Aaron Johnson, I'm stringing this as a one piece because I've strung this racket before as a two piece and it is a complete pain in the ass. That's why I want to do one piece. Hey, Lewis. Does this trigger you? I think I've got at least one more reel in my closet. Oh yeah, that's a lot of string, David Lou. A lot of freaking string, my friend. No, this one's not used yet. There we go. Iga Swiatek. Man, no one even heard of her until she won the French. It's nuts, man. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. God, this is such a jacked up stringing pattern. Whoever engineered these grommets and string pattern for this specific racket should be frickin' fired and crucified. It's horrible. I actually like Jamaican rum. Jamaican rum is actually my favorite type of rum. Not gonna lie. Oh wow, what the hell? What to put down? Okay, so there's two shared holes at the top, but one shared hole at the bottom. Okay, so we'll do it this way. Just like that. Thinner is better for everything except durability. Absolutely correct. String services, RXSTI, just shoot me an email. My email's on my About page on my YouTube channel. Ooh, man. It's a tough one. All right. I'll force my way in. There we go. Oh. Good. I hate one pieces. Such a pain. Oh yeah, Chairman, I absolutely agree. It's terrible. Trev J, that's not a bad idea, except the idea of logistics is kind of a Kind of a pain. God damn it. I gotta restart this. Take a look at this. The knot broke. Damn it. It's a waste of string. For some reason, I just have bad mojo with this. This knot right here, the one that I knotted for the only knot for the main, it broke for some reason. I don't know why. Right here. Rest in peace. Damn it. Huh. I tied the knot correctly too. That's a weird one. I'm mad. Waste of inventory. Shit. F in chat, please, for wasting everybody's time. That was a weird one. I've never seen that before, actually. Huh. So, just like all good entrepreneurs, start from scratch again. That was really freaking weird. Is this shape polyester? The grommet looks okay. I'll use the other grommet for the short one. That was really weird. Yeah. Well, correct, Aaron Johnson. That's right. This is a waste of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Phase 3, 1887. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. Everybody just has scissors, so it's really not an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus some slack. There we go. The knot broke, which is weird, but it is what it is. Part of being a business owner, right? Got to own up to mistakes, even though it's not your own fault. Because I tied it like any other. It's weird. I always, Oscar, I always I always play with it until it breaks. That's my opinion. There we go. That should be good. Hopefully no more freak accidents like that one. What's up, Saria? How have you been, man? Saria, I haven't reached out to you, and I'll just say it out loud now. You, me, Micah Babel, and Acing Tennis are going to be collaborating very soon. Just got to figure out what it is. But we'll be collaborating very soon because I want you guys to get more exposure. Simple as that. David Liu, what type of O grip does your stringer give you? I'm curious now. What type of overgrip does your stringer give you? What's up, Rainier? How's dinner? Did Pospisil have a meltdown? I saw the thumbnail, but I didn't watch the video, unfortunately. I saw Pospisil had a bad moment or two. Thanks, Jonathan Davidson. All right, good. Good answer, David Liu. Good answer. By the way, I'm drinking Blue Moon Light Sky, which is like the Blue Moon Light version. Got it from a client of mine, actually. As of now, I really don't use any hybrid string setups, Sung Woo Jang. Gamma Synthetic Gut with Duraflex Rainier Tennis is a good value buy. But I like the Wilson Sensation. It's a little bit pricier, but in my opinion, in most cases, it's worth it. Yeah, Ethanito, do it. Good job on buying the Progression 2 used. Gosen OG Sheep Micro is an OG value string. Forgot about that. Thank you. Potato salad. I've never tried it. I think that's what Adam used. Adam, he played at Essential Tennis. He played against Scott a few months ago. Scott Brody on Essential Tennis's channel. I think he does use that Dunlop. I think, not too sure. Oh yeah, Trev J, that's literally why I bought, like that's the biggest reason why I bought 4 of them. Like I got it at like 125 bucks each. Like it's stupid cheap. It's not the best racket in the world, but you know, it's good for 125 bucks. or whatever they're selling it for. One more for this. It's a good starter racket because like I am going to customize it. It's a little bit too light for me, but you know, obviously for 125 bucks, it's a damn good buy. My opinion, at least. Everybody's different, as I said. So, like, okay, Trev J, like, I will defend Tennis Spin. He does have good content. It is relatively original. But yes, he does need... There are some things he can improve upon. Let's put it that way. I love him to death. I love that channel. It's a good channel. You guys should follow Tennis Spin if you guys haven't already. But obviously, you know, given my personality and my presentation skills, and the way I have, the way I present my sense of humor, it's different not only from Tennis Spin, but from every other YouTube channel out there, I believe, for at least tennis. So I really hope you guys appreciate the personality I put behind my videos. Let's put it that way. My favorite string, currently I use the Solinco Hyper-G 16 gauge at 55 pounds, Zane Smith. Rainier Tennis, really? You really want me to say the line? Someone literally put a comment on, I think it was my Tier 1 Black Knight tennis string review. They said that I speak like I'm talking to like, you know, a fifth grader. So I do speak slowly just because I want to get my point across, and you know, when you're saying something important, you want to get the point across by changing the tone and the speed at which you deliver your words. Like that, for example. So I was like, oh, I'm speaking too slow. I thought it was okay. But yes, Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis, does speak relatively slow. Okay, hopefully I don't mess this up. Do they really like everything they test? You know why that is, Marcelo Barros, right? It's because the guy at Tennisman, he owns a racket shop. He can't be as critical as he would probably like to be. He can't be as critical as I can be because he owns a tennis shop. He's got to keep good relations. He gets discounts. That's how he makes a profit. Oh, Chung James, I'm glad I can save you some money. Yeah, it's a little bit more dead feeling, but it's obviously a lot cheaper. And in my opinion, it gives a lot more spin. So I'm glad I could help you out there. People have been requesting that I play Andrew Gu in a tennis match. In all honesty, I think he would beat me, but I would still do it just because I'm not the type of guy to back down from a challenge. Just put it that way. I'm not the type of guy to back down from a challenge at all. Yeah, anti-pug tennis. Yeah, exactly. That's why I use it for my competition. Love it. Love this Linko Hyper G. Best soft poly? If you consider the Yonex Poly Tour Pro to be soft, it would be that. In my opinion, the Poly Tour Pro is better in every way, Suk. The Poly Tour Pro is better in every single way, except for price and spin potential. That's my opinion though, obviously. No, honestly, go try it for yourself. But also watch my YouTube videos. Vibration dampeners? The best vibration dampeners is actually, in my opinion, the best vibration dampener is a rubber band. But I personally don't play with a vibration dampener. I get why people do it, but I just don't. I used to back in the day, but I just started saying, screw it. What's the point anymore? Tennisman puts a video out a day? Damn. I gotta get to that level. Good for him. Dedication, my friend. Okay, let's see how Mark Sanset doesn't mess this up. Rate your tennis, should I be my next tagline? It's a little bit of a slap in the face, don't you think? Okay, how does this sound? Welcome to Mark's Handset, where I put my strings on your... hold on. Welcome to Mark's Handset's tennis channel, where I put my strings on your racket. Was that better, guys? Ethanito, just replace the grommet if you want to save some money, in my opinion. Ten times slower? Or 3 times slower? Okay, emphasis on. All right, 1 second. Welcome to Mark's Handset's tennis channel, where I put my strings on your racket. Is that better, guys? Test. Yo, check it out. Yeah. I think it was because I was out of the room several times. I lost connection. I just had to restart it. Sorry about that, guys. You guys are lucky. I almost went into a freestyle rap battle right there with myself. Almost. Where we put my strings on your tennis racket. Today, I'll be showing you how to make a pipe bomb with nothing but a piece of toilet paper and some Drano. That'd be kind of a red flag for YouTube, wouldn't it? Not gonna rap, then win. Most definitely not gonna rap. What's up, Mike F? Well, I was planning on doing 4, but I'm probably only gonna do 3 just because I'm getting tired and I gotta play World of Warcraft. So, yeah. Also, I gotta finish the script for the Solinco Hyper-G soft review. So I'll string. Well, these 3 rackets are being picked up tomorrow, so they were the highest priority. So I'll probably string. You know, I probably will end up doing like the Sunday night hangouts, because what else are you gonna do on a Sunday night? Bro, was it fam? You got nothing else better to do on a Sunday night, might as well hang out with me. I'll probably do the Sunday night hangout tomorrow with the Polytour Rev string, if you guys don't mind. John Lee, are you saying I have speech impediments? Because I actually did have a speech impediment growing up. It was pretty bad. Or sorry, not an impediment. It was definitely a barrier because English is my second language. So if you guys ever see me like too tired or too drunk and I start saying words in English really weirdly, it's literally because like there's something in my brain that doesn't like, it's not natural for me to speak English. I just work very hard at it. Any pug tennis, I play competitive tennis, whether it's a match or like some sort of competitive drill, about 5 times a week, anywhere from 1.5 hours to 3 times per hitting session. So all in all, I hit anywhere between 10 to 15 hours a week in total. I think hours on court competitively is better than is a better gauge than the actual frequency. Mike F, dude, I've been seeing like so many comments and DMs and recommendations on my Discord. If you guys haven't already, be on my Discord for a lot of stupid shit like this about the Ultra Cannon, but it's never just been voted. That's the issue. I'm like, it's never been voted to be actually like reviewed. So it's definitely on my list. My other string. So Jeff, so you're asking about why I'm doing the Diablo, using it in full now than previously in my other previous videos. It's because people were kind of grilling me on it. So okay, I should probably use the Diablo properly. Why not? So that's, truth be told, that's the reason why I'm using it right now. Tomorrow I'll be I only stream on YouTube Live. I'm not on Twitch, so I'll be on tomorrow. If I get a good audience on tomorrow, and by the way, in case you don't know, tomorrow's a Sunday night. I will do like live streams on Sunday nights if it catches on. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Oh, dating advice. Okay, Brock Sisto. So Brock is saying, hey Mark, weird question. You need help getting a girl's number. How would you ask for it? Brock, do you drive, and does the girl drive? That's my first question. Answer that question. let me know. Yeah, so Jeff, so do I. So like, yeah. Oh, Ricky, what's up, man? I actually was in Kenosha yesterday for the UTR tournament. It used to be called East Siders, right? I was there. I belong to Elite Sports Club in the Metro Milwaukee area. There's 5 of them. I'm in the Racine Life Sport every now and then, based on invite or availability if someone wants me to appear there. But I'm mainly an elite guy. And I also have like a 1-court private thing with the Essential tennis court because I have the keys to that place. That's awesome, man. Okay. So let's see. She's a mixed doubles partner. No. Okay. Oh, okay. So Brock, here's what you're gonna do, right? Dating advice from, apparently I'm not even a tennis coach, I'm a life coach because I'm a huge asshole. So next time you guys are playing mixed doubles, right? When on the changeover, you guys are sipping water, like don't do anything weird like put your arm around her because don't do that. You're sweaty, she's probably sweaty, not a good time. So what you're gonna do is like when she leaves the bench first, go into her tennis bag, take your pair of scissors that you've been hiding in your pocket and cut her string, right? And then when she comes back and sees that her racket in her bag, the strings are cut, even though they're brand freaking new, she's gonna be like, what the hell? And then what you're gonna say is, hey, I know this guy in the Metro Milwaukee area, he's one of the best stringers in the world. He can string that up for you real nice and quick and a really good quality job. But the issue is, I don't know what address to, send a return label in, like me as the stringer. What's your phone number? Smooth. Nice. Just giving him like the worst advice possible, just like literally sabotaging her equipment just to get a phone number. Why not? No shame. No, but seriously, Brock, like in all honesty, and I know we talked about this a few streams ago. Oh, she only has 1 racket? Well, when she's not looking, take those scissors out and just clip it when it's in her hands. That's my advice. In all honesty, dude, like, okay, so I said to not ever, guys, don't ever date another tennis player, nonetheless your mixed doubles partner. But dude, just ask for her number. Okay, better yet. Right before a match, I want you to say, and it's a match that like you're obviously like gonna win. Literally just say, hey, let's call her Katie or whatever. Hey Katie, let's make a wager here. We win, I take you out for coffee. Because I know you're like in high school or whatever, so you can't go for drinks. But just say, hey, we win this match, we go for coffee, my treat. Or better yet, I hit an overhead that's in, and it goes over the fence after the first bounce. I buy you a drink. Do it that way. It's kind of a flex at that point, my man. But it's also a wager. Well, that's what I said, David Liu. Like, that's literally what I said to Brock. Like, I went on a 30-minute tangent on this like 2 or 3 streams ago. So that's what I'm saying. Dude, it's like, just be okay with rejection. She's not gonna reject you. Like, just go for it. Or better yet, a more modern take on it, approach her like before a tennis match and say, hey, Kate, you kind of look like my stepsister. Let's go out sometime. See how she responds to that one. Well, Ethan, if she tanks on purpose, then the message is pretty clear. Let's put it that way. But if she plays really well, the message is also clear in that manner as well. Just, okay, potato salad, easy. Easy there, Satan. Easy there, Satan. See ya, Jeff. See ya. Yeah, don't tennis her. Let's not have any lawsuits in the making. We don't want to. I don't want an Alexander Zverev in the making on my subscriber list. That'd be great. Yeah, dude. Ben Wynn, man, college was nuts for me. College was, whoo, man. I'm surprised I'm still alive after some of my college experiences. Like, how did I get away with that one? I did some stupid shit in college. I'm surprised I still have a job after the thought process that went into my head for some of these college parties I went to. David Liu, I'm hoping my boy Brock keeps his eye on the ball in doubles. I went to college in University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, which is in southeastern Wisconsin. It's a Division III school, and they've had a nationally ranked men's and women's team the past decade and a half. I literally cannot tell you guys stories on this platform because it's, yeah, let's just say I'm gonna lose quite a bit of friends, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, Face, this is a horrible, horrible racket to string. This is like literally this is actually worse than any Prince racket I've ever strung in my life. This is the worst racket to string, by far. Also, I really apparently butchered it in the first try. So I already lost some money on that one. So I'm a little bit pissed. Whatever though, part of life. So did you, Potato, is it Louisville or is it like actually like Louisville, Kentucky? Because pronunciation wise in my head, that sounds like Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville. They like it Louisville. Gotta do the chopper. Do it. Do it now. Oh man. Finally almost done with this nightmare. Does the camera take away 1.5 rating points? In all honesty, probably. Probably, Ross. What can I, little things you can do in a match to annoy your opponent. Ooh, this is a good one. Let me think about this. That's a good question, Jose. I don't think I've ever been asked that before. Take this with a grain of salt because some of this, I don't want this to come back to me. Let's see. No, potato salad, don't pull a Lucas Dressel. Okay, little things to annoy your opponent. Cheer while looking your opponent in the eye every time he or she double faults. That's one way to annoy your, like, really bad. Like, you're gonna lose a lot of friends real quickly. Number two, if they hit a winner, like, if they hit a winner, like, literally a foot and a half inside of the line, it is clearly a winner, and it's a clean hit, right? What I want you to do is kind of like take a look at it, like intensive, take a look at it, and just say, you know what? I'm gonna give this to you. I think it hit the outside of the line, even though it's like a foot and a half in, because that's not technically technically, that's not even cheating. It's just like people are like, what the hell is this guy on? It was like this far in. I'm not saying do it, but if you want to annoy your opponent, that's what I would do. So I'm not saying you should do it, but if you choose to do that, please let me know how it goes. To just overrule your original. I'm not saying do it, but that's what I would do to annoy my opponent. Govinda, my forearm and elbow were hurting on the EZO 98 regular, not the tour. Potato salad, that might be a hindrance on the game, though. Skillin, I have my next string to be reviewed is a Yonex Polytour Rev. I've got to review the Yonex E-Zone Tour 98, the 2020 version. So that's on my backlog right now. Ben Wen, easy. Let's not go that far down the rated R path. That'd be great. Please dial back a little bit. G Daddy, nice name by the way. I rarely, like maybe one out of like 50 rackets I ever one piece, just because of the messed up string pattern. Like again, I said this on this stream several times. This is the worst racket to string, worse than any Prince racket I've ever done. This is horrible, 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 horrible to string. Yeah, Ben is edgelord tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bad boy. And thank God this nightmare's over. I've saved the world again from horrible string patterns. You're welcome. Devin Allen, I don't know yet. I didn't even know that doubles thing was a thing until Ian popped in like an hour ago. I was like, oh, okay, well, apparently we're going to be playing doubles. Like the four most popular characters in the Essential Tennis universe are going to be playing doubles. I just wish I could grow a beard like Ira in a matter of like 6 weeks. That would take me 6 lifetimes. Jeez, you see this? Can't do anything. Ah! Yeah, still stringing. This is the worst racket to string ever. Yeah, I did the single phase. Single string. My favorite racket to string. Ben, my favorite racket to string is a string that's not broken, and they give me the racket, and I just give it back to them like a day later and say I strung it. I just make it easy, $10. I'm totally joking, by the way. I would never ever do that. But to be honest, Bablots are actually the easiest to string, in my opinion. Bablot rackets are the easiest to string. No, Rainier Tennis. You make that request again or that comment again, I will literally ban you from YouTube and Discord. Don't mention that ever again. Yeah, Ian did say that his doubles match specifically with those the 4 people from Iowa were his lowest views by far. But I think if we have 4 of the most popular characters from the Essential Tennis universe playing doubles, I think it'll do better than most of the singles matches. Actually, that's my theory. Like I want to see how it plays out. Jay, that's your timeout. You can't send a message within 300 seconds. That's your warning. That's your one and only warning. Megamind, it's because that, yes, part of that is, you're absolutely right. They are more open string patterns, and also the grommets are very easy to quote unquote understand. That's the best way I could put it. Louis C, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. Ming Deity, you have an idea business for my stringing business. Or sorry, you have an idea to pitch for my stringing business. If it doesn't involve Taco Bell, Popeyes, or any type of Chicago deep dish pizza, I really don't want to hear it. Actually, you know what? If it involves booze, I want to hear it. Jay said something very naughty. That's why Jay said something very naughty. That's why I had to ban him for 300 seconds, or her. A violin string for a racket called Clapper of Cheeks G string. Is there really, like, no joke, like, because I was a percussionist growing up, so I do have a slight music background. I don't have a string, like a string instrument background. Is there really such thing as a G string for violins or guitars or cellos? I'm curious. Hey, Ross Brides. Can I show you something real naughty? Can I show you something real naughty? So, I did say that I only buy tennis shoes that have 6-month durability guarantees because of budget purposes. And you know, to be honest, for the most part, that's true. But I actually did want to try these. So, I'm actually in the process of reviewing it right now. So, stay tuned for that. Yes. I am reviewing tennis shoes now as well. Oh, the G string's a thick one? Man. I didn't know the G string was a thick one. Shit's thick, my friend. Marcelo Bayos, are you talking about the shoe or the person holding the shoe of the ugly? Mahal kita, Devin Allen. I am Filipino. Sinsait is probably one of the most Filipino last names you'll ever hear in your entire life. Normally, common Filipino names derive from Spanish last names like Velasquez, Gomez, stuff like that, just because that's how the world history played out, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you view it. But yes, most definitely Filipino American. Most definitely. Brock, I highly suggest you don't get the E-Zone 98 Tour unless you want to get elbow surgery as a high schooler. Man. You guys are almost as sarcastic as me. Or does the sarcasm derive because I help foster this community? It's probably my fault, to be honest. Oh, nope. There we go. T2 Mark? That'd be weird. I just buy everything on Tennis Warehouse, to be honest. Like, as much as, you know, people think I hate tennis, they're still my favorite online retailer. Ugh. You're back, Jay. I hope you learned your lesson. That wasn't nice. I bought my Radical Pros, all four of them, using Midwest Sports. Midwest Sports. Man. Too bright. We'll get used to it. Yeah, that's what I see on my screen. Oh, your spring roll. That explains quite a bit. Let's see. My UTR is at 9.24. Let's take a look at that, actually. Yeah, I don't understand why people are like, oh, I'm gonna buy the E-Zone 98 Tour, when I literally said, like, it's gonna murder your elbow. Man, you guys are hard-headed. Oh, I'm not gonna dox myself this time. There we go. 9.24. And my results from the tournament this past weekend weren't out yet. Huh. Interesting. Interessante. I have not any problems with my shoulder, Asian dude. I did tear my rotator cuff in a snowboarding accident. I think between freshman and sophomore year of college, but I recovered fine. Overview. No results yet. Oh, I'm an 8 UTR in doubles. Nice. I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah, the results aren't up yet. Completed, a few draws. No, nothing. Thanks, Caliber Wolf. Bwah! Oh, the Vapor Pro. No idea. When I was playing in college, I think sophomore year, I played with the K Factor 90, right? Wilson K Factor 90. Which is a dream of a tennis racket. I wish I kept it. I strung it with Luxlon, Alu Power in the mains, and Wilson Sensation on the crosses, at around 47 pounds, and it was fine. But obviously, that's a very low power tennis racket. Krish Mahajan, I've never played with that racket string before, or I've never played with that string before. Old fogies, huh? With jobs and responsibilities. Ming Dady, for old fogies, just play tennis regularly. I would say that's the biggest thing. I know life gets pretty complicated. Thanks, Benwin. Appreciate it. Krish Mahajan, the best tennis shoes I've ever worn overall is either the Vapor Cage 4s or the Gel Resolution 8s. The real Philip Beal, this is hell? Yeah, you're telling me. I live it every single day. Yamil, what grip size is the K Factor 90s you're talking about? Benwin, the Hyper G has more spin potential and less power. That's why. Maybe I should buy Vapor Pro. I would say the 95 Epic Stong production. 95 is legit. I almost switched to it. I've never played with either of those Brock slots. I've never played with the VCore Pro 330 or the HD. G Daddy, I've never used a slinger ball machine yet. Yeah, the K Factor 90 is K Factor 90 from Wilson is 12.5. You definitely need to be in shape to be able to play it, especially if you're running on defense. So yeah. Yeah, I've heard of Mizuno before. I didn't know Mizuno made tennis shoes because Mizuno to me is like a track and field shoe from my high school days. A lot of my friends played did high school track. I don't have
Brock, I don't have the rackets. That's the issue. My favorite tennis court shoe, Clay Martin, is either the Gel Resolution 8s or the Nike Vapor Cage Force. Govinda, I would say that shoulder injuries are more technique, not necessarily rackets or strings. I'm going to mute real quick because I got to use the bathroom because I've had way too much water. I'm going to make sure.
All right, you guys could hear this, right? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, the wireless stuff. There's always something kind of like unknown with wireless connections, which is that that lav mic that I just disconnected. So it's always going to be a little bit different. There's always going to be some challenges. Overall, it's pretty good though. Oh, this song is really good. This is actually like one of my favorite lo-fi songs I've heard. Yeah. This is a damn good song. Music is off? Was the music really off? The heck? Okay. Okay, guys. Listen to this song. This is one of the best lo-fi songs I've ever heard in my life. And this is the type of lo-fi song I want to make when I go full time. So I'll shut the fuck up. Sorry for the language. I'll shut up for about 3 minutes. Just listen to this. Wasn't that like a really good lo-fi song? Like that was like literally perfect. So that is the type of music I want to make, and I have the ability to do so. I just need more time. That I can make that type of music because I do have a music background, and I understand enough of music theory. And when I make this type of music, I will make it non-DMCA. So like you guys, if you guys want to use it for YouTube videos, if you want to use it for streaming when you're streaming tennis rackets, or obviously if you guys just want to listen to it, I will put on Spotify, on Google Play, on iTunes, all these major platforms for you guys free to listen to, because you know that is such a good song. And Mogwai is really good too. I just can't play it, obviously. I do listen to Mogwai every now and then. So it's yeah. It's good. There's ways to do it. You get like 0.03 cents every time a song plays on Google Music, I think. So it's about I can't play that song, Benwin, because of copyright. But I'll listen to it tonight. So I gotta head out, guys, because I need more alcohol, and I gotta play some World of Warcraft because I got some dailies to do for my to keep up with my guild. So if you guys haven't already, please hit like if you enjoyed the stream. It's kind of a long one. And then consider hitting subscribe if you haven't already. And also, I will be doing Sunday night hangouts, and tomorrow, which is a Sunday night, we'll be stringing my playtest racket with Yannick's Polytour Rev. So, guys, have any questions, leave a comment down in the section below. And with much love, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. As always,